Shalom, brothers and sisters. Welcome back to Rooted in Hebrew. My name is Mike, and I know this is a late. It's 8:10 here p.m. And I know that may be late for some of you. Well, late in the morning or maybe in the afternoon. There where you at, brothers and sisters are at. But we've been making some progress here on the continent. I did an interview earlier with Brother Frank and his family and things, and just for you brothers and sisters to get a feel of how our brothers in the East, that is East of Africa, how they are living and how they're. I'm not going to concentrate on or either use the word struggle, because hey, we all on the same totem pole. We all on the same bandwidth, as you may say. And so, just speaking with that brother, Shalom, Sister Donna, Shalom, Sister Van P, and I have you, your sisters in. And so, I met for the last few the months that I've been here. I did a whole lot more than I did last year. A whole lot more this year in the 8 to 9 months that I've been here. I ran into some people, and these are not no high profile people like we did last year. Went all to the parliament, met different politicians and things. I seen things was more advantageous just talking to the average brother and sister. And you'll be surprised of how these brothers and sisters know other people and how they will push you in front of them. If you come with that right mindset, that right heart condition, that's it. Because 9 times out of 10, Shalom, Sister Zenobia, they are looking. The brothers, they won't help, but they recognize that they need to be weary of who they asking for help. Like Brother Frank said earlier, he don't want to bash any other hold on for a moment. What is this? He don't want to be bashing. Oh man, come on. He does not want to be bashing people or races, but he noticed that other races that come to Dar, they treat the brothers and sisters with a great deal of disrespect. Like I was speaking about, that there's this particular food chain. I forgot the name of it, but now, from my understanding, what they told me, that he's married to a Tanzanian woman, and he's a Gentile. He's white, and so the thing I find well, I'm gonna stick with the employees for the time being. He does not allow them to sit down. He does not. And if you think you're seeing KFC or Popeye's chicken, that the area in which the workers are working in are small, man, y'all ought to check out this here. And it'd be about 10 of them back there. And I'll say a 4x5. A 4x5 working area. And it's 10 brothers and sisters working back there. And then you have your hostess out in the sitting area. Then you have 2 other brothers outside. They cannot. When it's time for them to take a break, they still cannot sit down, brothers and sisters. They will get fired. That is captivity on top of slavery. That's what that boy. And let me tell you something. The brothers and sisters here, they be on top of their game when they work in these jobs. They be on top of it. having the uniform clean, neat thing. I don't care if it is for a restaurant. They know for a fact they can't afford to lose that. So that's one of the things he was talking about. And then at some companies, hey, the brothers and sisters do not get paid. They do not get paid. They'll go work a whole month and not get paid. As he was explaining about his daughter, she worked when she got out of school. She started working for this company. In the medical field. And after the month, they didn't pay her. And so, oh yeah, we need your certificate. She said, I told you that I did not have my certificate. And that with this payment that you paying me, she was going to use that to pay her for her certificate and for her, for her to give the certificate to them. No, they let her go. They just got free labor out of her. That's what they did. And they said that happens a lot. It's this backdoor shadiness, brothers and sisters. It's happening on a norm, even amongst brothers. But the thing they really noticed was, man, everything falling apart now. That these things, the Gentiles, they hitting it a lot harder. That's what they're doing. And so yeah, they're calling that stuff out. If it's the Chinese, all right, so be it. The Arabs, all right, they know it. But this is what's happening. Now I went to some pharmacies, and all of their workers, black, brothers, sisters. But sitting over that cash register, it's gonna be Indian. They send it, maybe a husband and wife, but they send right there at that cash register. Matter of fact, I have not seen a black yet behind that cash register. I haven't. And this is what they need here, brother. They need this trust. They want the help. They want to scream on the top of the mountain. We need help. But there is let me see. There's a reservation that these brothers and sisters are having. They just spoke ill about us. You know how they get on there and they show everything about African American. They want to make like we are one step from being retarded. And that's what they want to push out to the world. Shalom, Brother Dylan. This is what they want to push out to the world. And unfortunately, some people believe it, just like we believe some of the stuff they were saying about Africa. But somebody had to wake up. Somebody had to wake up and say, hey, they lying. And so this is where we at. Now you got brothers and sisters over there saying, no. We don't get down like that. They lying to you. Just like they lied about you all about what you all are doing. But I tell you, if you want to come in and just like stomp over a village, they know exactly where they need to come to. They know exactly where they need to come to. And they come in and they do it without hesitation. I remember there was one video. His brother was late for work, and he worked at a Chinese restaurant. The owner was whooping him outside. 20 years old. I mean, he was beating him, tearing him up, because he was 5 minutes late. I gave my comment, and so did everybody else. But I kept on. I pushed that video out to everybody. I did, and I'm quite sure everybody else did it too. But that government went what the video was about. They went there and arrested the Chinese guy. He owned a Chinese restaurant. They went out there and they arrested him. Brothers and sisters, we can't continue to allow a lot of the stuff that that our brothers and sisters are going through. Um, they're yelling for help, but at the same time, we're talking about doing business with our brothers and sisters. Make sure that we are on the up and up. Because I mean, we could, you can take a brother from the United States. He can be shady as all get out. Come on in there and talk a good game, and no. I met Frank last year. But once I reconnected, and once I got back here, yeah, we all over the place. We all been talking to these people. Oh no, you do this here. You can do this here. This will cost $200 and some dollars USD. I got a whole lot more information this year than I did last year. A whole lot, and everything went smoothly. Last year, absolutely hectic. You got to do this here. You got to go do this here. You got to do this here. You got to go do this. And we had a lawyer on top of that. There was a whole lot of bumps, bruises, and concussions that you had to go just to get an office. Just to get an office. A business office. All of that stuff. So, this hit, no. What I've seen, and matter of fact, tomorrow, the lady at not Breela, Breela, I'm sorry. She's not. We're gonna have your business registered way before you leave, and I'm coming up under another company. See, these are things we go ahead and we rectify and get things out of the way, and we keep it moving. But you will have to deal with brothers and sisters on this continent off the top. You cannot circumvent them. But at the same time, now you do have to vet the local brothers. Because some of them just like the brothers in the United States. They just shady and shady and shady. Only thing about it, they're on the east coast of Africa. That's it. That's the only thing. Outside of that, no. Some of them are not right. Some of them are not right. I think I went through the bumps and bruises trying to figure out who was real and all that stuff. I even told some lawyers. They was just they were doing some shady nonsense. They were just like downright. I was like, no, pimp, I can't. No, man, we gonna have words. I mean, I already seen that like on writing on the wall. What is it? Hold on, just for a moment. I mean, I got back here late, and so yes, brothers and sisters, this is what I have to do. We got to keep our face forward. Um, yeah, you know what I don't know why I be doing this here. I meant to go through Streamwood, but all right, go ahead. Hold on for a moment. Sorry about that, brothers and sisters. But like I was saying, face forward. Uh, and we must maintain our faith off the top. That's one thing we're gonna have to maintain. Everything is not gonna be peaches and cream for us, brothers and sisters, and we're not gonna get that straight and narrow road. That's one thing we should be used to that. Um, so it's at a point where it's like you do your due diligence, but first and foremost, whatever you do, and with this awakening, This is one thing we should always do. And this, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you what my mistake was. When I got hemmed up back in October, not one time did I pray to the Most High for His Holy Spirit to be with me to make these life-changing decisions. I trusted everybody. I did. And doing that came back and bit me in the butt. Yes, it did. Got a couple of stitches. Yes, it did. And my sister, she let into me. She said, "No, Mike, no. Did you pray to the Most High for His blessing and direction while you was putting all of this stuff together?" And when I had to sit back and think about it, I mean, truthfully, no. Because I mean, my mind was saying, "Hey, these are Hebrews." That's what I made my mistake. And you know what? I'm like King David. I didn't realize it until it was brought to my face. I did not. My sister called me today and told me, I'm like, well, damn, and I'm like, hold on now. And I had to sit there. She said and said that. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. No, I'm not trying to make you mad. No, you're not making me mad, but let me let this marinate in. Because what she was saying was the truth. It was the truth. I'm supposed to went through all of that unnecessary nonsense because I'm thinking, hey, I'm running with brothers, they know the scriptures and things. I don't care what they know now. Well, let me take that lie back. I do care what they know. But first and foremost, brothers and sisters, we gonna have to always reach out to the Most High and ask for His spirit and direction of His ruach to guide us, because that's what got our people in trouble from the first time. They lack the respect to turn to the Most High. They were still looking at the nations. That's what they was doing. And that's how I got myself hemmed up. I blame myself for that. I do. I mean, I'm not saying it was right, but at the same time, no. I'm supposed to have reached out to the Most High, asked for His ruach to guide me in which way I should go. Period. Off the top. Now, it's easy to sit up and say these things, but it's another thing to be facing reality, and then at the same time, you're like, you know what? No, really, I didn't do that. And then I had to be serious with myself. She said, "No, Mike, what they did or whatever, yeah, it was low down, but you got to look at yourself too. You have to look at yourself." And then I'm like, I was thinking about Yahushua. He just didn't go into the wilderness on his own. He was led by the Spirit. He was led by the Spirit to go into the wilderness. So, brothers, what are you going to be led by? What are you going to be led by? We're facing forward. We're seeing what's happening in this world. We know what's going to happen. But at the same time, are we praying to the Most High for His ruach to guide us truthfully? Can we truthfully ask ourselves that question, and then at the same time truthfully give a truthful answer? That's something. Whew, yeah. It makes you want to sit back and ask yourself some things. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, brothers and sisters. I mean, what? I felt that I have always been thankful to the Most High. I'm just saying I felt, man. And I thought that I was doing right by people. Hey, all right, you owe me this money, they ain't paying me money. And I know their situation, so it don't make sense. I knew a lot of the brothers and sisters situation. I knew they ain't have no money. Why would I keep calling somebody asking them for my money when I know what's going on with them? That's like adding stress upon me. Now, if a brother out here spending money, he living like, he doing things. I mean, hold on. I mean, you need to pay my money. But the ones I do have full blown knowledge about what's going on with them, no, I don't push it. I don't, especially when I've seen how far they are willing to go to help others. So even though with all of that, brothers and sisters, it does not circumvent me asking the Most High for his direction. Period. His direction. Face forward, brothers. We're seeing what's about to happen. What about what's that is what's happening. I got a pair of pants you got missing. This is what we're seeing. We're witnessing these things. And the same, and like I said, brothers and sisters, the same thing that you see here, it's happening there too. The only thing I'm going to say is going to be a big difference about Africa and the West. They can walk up to a tree and eat. Can't too much do that in the United States. You just can't walk up to a tree, pull out fruit, and eat. Those people are so wicked. If they got to put a chemical in that ground to destroy that tree, they would do it. And the reason why I say this is because I'm looking at, was it last year? I think it was last year or maybe a year before that, when all of those processing companies mysteriously caught fire. Caught fire. Then you have so many different train wrecks that leak chemicals throughout. If this is the depth of what the world would do to get its results, that is absolutely demonically inclined. That's what that is. Brothers and sisters, you're a couple of days from the first of next year. January 1st. Praying to the Most High is going to be first and foremost and asking for his ruach upon you. Brothers and sisters, pull out your olive oil on a daily basis. It ain't like you got to wipe your whole body down with it. But put some in your hand and ask the Most High to allow yourself to anoint yourself for his spirit and direction, and you keep it moving. This is at another level. Now, I'm looking at the feed. I don't see too much happening. I do not see too much happening. That's when you don't see too much happening compared to a week, maybe a week and a half ago. All right, now we can hold on. Some ain't, y'all too quiet. When things are too quiet, that's when you get on the alert. You get on alert. You see what they're doing. They are moving. They're doing something on the low that they're going to bring out high. They're going to bring it out, brothers and sisters. Let's not fool ourselves. They're going to bring something out. And they're going to hope that it is absolutely jaw-dropping, shocking, or whatever the situation may be, just to fool you. And only you. You're the first and foremost that he needs to deceive you, if all possible. That's what he needs to do. That's going to be his must. That's going to be his must. This is a excuse me. This is just not that time. And I know brothers and sisters saying the same thing. Hey, this is not the time for you to so and so, so and so. And it's easy to say those things, and especially if you are a person that is experiencing stress or something of that nature. Hey, but you still, I don't say, but I'm encouraging you. Although you may be up under a whole lot of stress, brothers and sisters, just ask the Most High Spirit to be upon you. Do it. And it got to be an immaculate prayer. It's just that one from the heart that touches the most highest heart. That's the prayer that gets his attention. That's the one that gets his attention, brothers and sisters. But moving forward, brothers, all right now. Now I know, brother. Wait a minute. Today, wait a minute. Today the 25th. That day is the 25th. Ain't that something? So that's when it started the fasting. Okay. I mean, I did my fast, but my fast it stops at nighttime. I mean, after 12 o'clock. I mean, after 12 hours. When the sun set, put it that way. But the sun set at 12 hours here. Not so in Chicago. Uh, and for you brothers and sisters, some of you, I do know about that fast. Some of you are dehydrate quick. And if you're going to do something like that, you may have to put a little brown sugar and a little salt in your water to hold your hydration and things of that nature. And for you that can drink water, so be it. Or whatever you think your fast needs to be due to your condition or whatever the situation may be, so be it. And fall into prayer. Fall into it. Stay into it. Have a conversation. No. Walk up and down the street talking to the Most High. Look up at this guy. Look at this. Look at his creation and give him glory. That is a form of worship, brothers and sisters. That is exactly what it's going to be. There's a lot of brothers and sisters out there that need your prayers, brothers and sisters. A lot of them. Some of them trying to figure out how in the world they holding on. Some of them are trying to figure out, man, how in the world my finances are being met when I'm broke. Because you brothers and sisters pray for your brothers and sisters. That's how it works. This is what the Most High has been saying to his people for the longest. I got you on there, brother Dylan. And that's the thing. When you say fast, everybody cannot fast like everybody else. And so this is where this judgment thing, you need to put that to the side. If a person is fasting from their heart and they know exactly what they're doing, who are we to judge you on your fasting? Because I mean, don't get me wrong, my fast, I don't eat nothing. Now I drink some tea, juice, make sure like watermelon juice. What else? Water. Now water, and I sip on that. I sip on, let me see, maybe 2 bottles in one day. I sip on it, and it helps out. But that's the thing, brothers and sisters. I mean, your fast is your fast, and that's between you and the Most High. That's between you and the Most High. But now, things are hard. And when it get hard, fasting is your ticket. And prayer. Fasting is your ticket, along with a great deal of prayers. Yes, it is. We need it. And life is going to show you just how important prayer is. Along with fasting, for those that can do it. Along with it. You have a lot of brothers and sisters out here reaching out to one another on these chats and things. And like I said, I think that in the times in which we're living in, and for those brothers and sisters that can make room for it, make room for it. Open up your channels. Start having conversations with your brothers and sisters like we did 2 or 3 years ago. Everybody was always on the channel listening to Sister Eve, Tail, who else was it? Shoot, come on, get at me. Damn, I know more. I know good and well. I know more than Dante. I just name a few. But the more we come up on a daily basis, brothers and sisters stay abreast, and they stay faith, they stay encouraged. Now, listen to me now, brothers and sisters. I know that back in the days, with this awakening, it was a lonely road. Oh, ooh, yes, it was. It was a lonely road. And then with let me see, the pandemic hit, everybody rushed. I ain't gonna say rushed, but it seemed like everybody was pushed to the internet. Of course, people weren't going to church. That's one thing they wasn't doing. Oh no, they scared the world so much that people was not going to church. Now, now I can dive into that one a little bit more if we really wanted to. Shoot, I mean, but that'd be like, hey, if we want to get people out of church, hey, we need another pandemic, and it worked. But Zoom, YouTube, yeah, it took the place of the brick and mortar worship. Shalom, Sister Linda Cross. Yeah, brick and mortar was taken by YouTube. Yes, it did. Brothers and sisters have you see on upcoming, and they'll sit there, alert when they come on. They listening to them. They're looking to get encouraged from the brothers and sisters on that channel as to the message that they're going to preaching or encouraging. This road is not as lonely as it used to be. It's not. Now, if it get lonely, you may have a reservation about YouTube or whatever. But I mean, hey, we're gonna use it until the wheels fall off. I mean, if it gets to a point where it can't be used, we fall back. Because trust and believe. It's gonna get to a point where we can't use the so-called currency unless you're willing to get somebody to tag something on your forehead and in your right hand. There ain't nobody trying to get down that way. It's just that simple. And some of you may be like, oh, wait a minute, I got a nice amount of money racked up there. And now you go tell me in order for me to hold on to my money, I gotta take you gotta step my forehead and my right hand, man. But that's going to be a trial for some of you brothers and sisters. That will be a trial for some of our brothers and sisters. It's easy to say what you ain't going to do. It's easy to say those things. But when reality hits up and you will realize, wait a minute, I got this condition. I got to have this particular medicine. I saved up all this money. I worked all of those years. And you go tell me I got so and so, so and so. That's going to be a test of your faith. Put yourself in that predicament. Think about it. What would you do if the world if the world got down that way? So we're not worried about what you worship or whatever. But if you want this loot here, if you want this particular spending power, you hold that forehead here and have your right hand down on the table so we can go ahead and mark it. Put yourself in that predicament, brothers and sisters. What would you do? When I was saying that we need to be self-sufficient, oh no, brothers and sisters, no, brother. That's just not speech that to sit up here and take up digital time. That is an absolute reality that we need to do, is to be self-sufficient. Or try to put it in place. No brothers and sisters that you can talk with in the event you can no longer buy. In the event that you can no longer sell, you need to find your brothers and sisters. Because trust and believe, they're going to be out there, brothers and sisters. They are going to be out there. The Most High is not going to leave you high and dry. If He deemed it necessary to lead you to a fruit tree, trust and believe, you will get led to that fruit tree. But this thinking that we don't need to be self-sufficient, oh no, the world is showing us now. The world has shown us. And the world has pimped its own people into believing, hey, you good. When they told these farmers, destroy half of your crops a couple of years ago. And I was talking to my mother, she said, Mike, right? No, that ain't the first time they did that. They did that way back in the 70s. I'm like, huh? Yeah, the government came in and told them to destroy. I'm like, why? My mother didn't know, but that's what she knew, that they did that. Brothers and sisters, this is a whole different type of food shortage. This is not something that the Most High brought about. But He knows how wicked man has gotten and what they are willing to do to get whatever results they're thinking that they're going to get. That is being led by their father with the lowercase g. This is what they're doing. This is not that joke that we may have at one time brushed over. No. Brothers, sisters, we have brothers and sisters out there that has farms where they're growing fruits and vegetables or even raising livestock. If the Most High deemed it necessary that their garden grows exceedingly, trust and believe, it's going to be growing exceedingly for His glory. Because His people will be getting fed off of it. For the ones who chose not to receive the mark on their forehead and in their right hand. That trust in the Most High is what's going to save us. Never forget that. It's the trust in the Most High that will save us. You may feel your stomach growling. You may feel it growling. Don't concentrate on it. Don't concentrate on it. Give glory to the Most High. If He deemed it necessary for you to lay down and be full, as if you'd have a full meal and you got nourishment from it, He has the hand, He has the power to do just that. He has that power, brothers and sisters. And let's just say, hypothetically speaking, you are that late bloomer and say, you know what, it's time for me to start growing something. And you go out there and you get you some bell peppers, you put them in the ground to the best of your ability, you put some onions down, some carrots, whatever, you put all this stuff down. So yeah, this stuff it didn't hit the fan. They done took my money. So now I can't even go to the store and buy no groceries. Brothers and sisters, the devil is going to attempt to fool you thinking that you're on a death ticket. And if the Most High deemed, like I said, brothers and sisters, when I say deem it, this is where I'm saying we should not be cutting his hands off, thinking that he can't do something, that he won't. That's not the way the Most High moved. I heard a lot of brothers sit up and say that. The Most High don't move in that way. Who are you to sit up and tell me how the Most High don't move? If you went out there one night and you planted all these types of seeds and you watered it to your best of your ability, and you get up and you have a full-blown garden with vegetables on it, and you go, thank you, Brother Dylan. Nothing is impossible. If you keep on thinking there's a possibility that's going to hinder the Most High, you're the only one who will get hindered. You're the only one who is being hindered. Because you think this is how the Most High is never complacent, brothers and sisters. There's no complacency found in him. His celestial chariot moves in all directions. It does not have to slow down nor stop to turn. Let's stop cutting his hands off. Things we think, oh, this is the law of gravity. Yeah, okay. It's a law. But if the Most High deemed it necessary for you to walk on thin air, it will happen. It would happen. I'm telling you, there is no advantages of cutting off the Most High's hands. Period. Period. There's no advantages to that. He wants you to worship and believe in him. Off the top. When he told Abraham, look up to the stars. That's how I'm going to spread your seed about. And Abraham believed in him. When he believed, the Most High took that as righteousness. He became the Most High's friend. And can you imagine now Abraham looking up to the stars and seeing all of those stars and clusters and things of that. And he just turned. Now, mind you, it ain't like he looking in one direction. North, east, west, south. He's looking all the way around. And he's seeing all of this. His seed, his privileged position with the Most High. You go do this for me. And that faith in the Most High grant him a glorious position with the Most High as his friend. Now, mind you now, brothers and sisters, Abraham, he was a big person. He was he scoffed at gods. He did. Oh, he had his father so upset at him because he's like, wait a minute, I mean, what this thing fell down and the head broke off. But you're repairing the head. But you got to pick up the God's head and put it back on. Abraham was always making fun of that. He said, why? But his father did not like it. But all the words that he was saying, because he was a big joker of these false gods, whether it was concrete, wood, whatever. He said, because his family, they made them. They made a God. They made a God. Go read the book of Abraham. You look at the script, you're going to see how he made fun of these gods. But his father didn't like it. His father did not like it. But the Most High, he was taking all of this in. He took all of it in. Until they got to a point where he told Abraham, Get your things. Leave your family. I'm going to make a mighty nation out of you. He touched the Most High's hand because Abraham fell back and said, you know what? Out of all these gods, I want to worship the Elohim who created all of it, the responsible person for all of creation. He touched the Most High's heart, and the Most High answered his prayer. That's what he did. So now what? So why should we cut off the Most High's hand? Just because you used to what? You may be used to seeing the wind blow east, north, south, west. The Most High can do anything, brother. Some things that you don't even know. Some things you flat out do not know. You can have a robber in your house, a robber, or robbers, and you can be standing right there in the middle of your living room. The Most High can make you invisible. So he can make you so invisible, they can see everything around them, but they can't see you. But we look at that, that's impossible. The Most High don't move that way. Don't tip. We connect, brothers and sisters. Let's get away from that because you're still cutting his hands off. The only thing the Most High cannot do, the only thing he cannot do is lie. He can't lie. He cannot lie. That's it. He cannot tell a lie. Face forward, brothers. Keep your face and stay forward on the Most High and your faith in him. Always believing in him. Always. Because outside of that, if you don't, truthfully, who's going to get hemmed up by not having faith in the Most High? And usually it's going to be that person who do not have that faith. And don't get me wrong, brothers and sisters. Some people are visual people in order for them to believe. Because, hey, did we not have Thomas? Thomas was always doubting. You have to see it. Yahushua showed him his hands. He told him, start to believe. Stop being an unbeliever. But that's what he needed. He needed to see that. And unfortunately, some brothers and sisters, they need that. They need to see. And the Most High knows that those individuals, and he knows that's their heart condition. It's not saying that they are doomed. We can't say that. No, we can't do that. That person just have a different sight of faith. But now at the same time, let's not get it twisted or misunderstood. When the Most High has shown you something, and yet you do not believe, you don't walk into some dangerous territory. Because all we gotta do is look at our forefathers coming out of Egypt. He showed his hand, his mighty hands. You get across the waters and you get over there and you start complaining and you start unbelieving. That's a great deal of disrespect, truthfully, Israel. We will have to always look at our past, brothers and sisters. We will have to look at our past and see how we need to move forward to save our future. We will have to look at our past constantly in order for us to save ourselves for our future. Brothers and sisters, now, you all heard me talk about AI. And I move very leery with it, cautiously. But brothers, there's some AI stuff out there that they have like an hour, 45 minutes, hour of AI videos showing our people in their true skin, in their true skin. Everything is based on scripture. Only thing I don't like about it, they still use the word God or Lord. That's it. Outside of that, I mean, mentally, I change it. But no, yes, there are some things out there, brothers and sisters, that you can. And then, truthfully, along with this awakening, now, brothers, could you all have ever imagined 5 years ago that you all would be seeing all these different channels with the Bible being described with our people in them? And not saying that it's a whole lot of Gentiles doing it. I mean, for what I'm looking at in the background, I'm finding that these are brothers and sisters who are doing these AI about different, cartoon characters. They have one like for little kids, but it's AI, but it's always us. It's always us that's doing them. And so, or in them. And so that's a beautiful thing, because truthfully, brothers and sisters, I kid you not, if you brothers and sisters, if someone out there that's doing AI and this is how you're doing it, trust and believe, if you brothers can get and you're doing this AI, flip that thing into Swahili language. You're going to have a much larger band, you're gonna have a whole lot more followers on that, because I tell you, they watch more Arabs and Chinese movies and Indian movies than anything. Pull out those AIs, put them in as AI, change the language, and push that over into Swahili language or Africa, and we move. Now, if you want to talk about growth, now, one thing I will say, they do listen to you when you talk about the Bible. And don't get me wrong, there's some superstitious stuff that they still do. They do. Let me just give you brothers and sisters one. All right, you be safe out there, brother Dylan. If you are a mother and father, you travel back home to your hometown, and you go before the elders with this newborn child. The elders ask the mother, "Is this the father's child?" And she said, "Yes." They ask her, "Is this the father's child?" They say, "Yes." "Is this the father's child?" She said, "Yes." This is what I didn't like. They give the baby a couple of drops of blood to drink. If that is that baby child, that baby lives. If that's not that baby child, that baby dies right then and there. I said, "No, I can't get down with that one. Hold on, yeah, it's the drinking of the blood. I mean, hey, what's going on?" But that's some of the things that they do. And these are supposedly Islamic or Christians. See, but you don't see Christendom talking about that. No, you don't. You don't see Christendom talking about that. But this is supposed to be the people who supposedly took our place. This is who they're supposed to be. They're supposed to be these religious leaders. But they accept that. And we both know what the scripture says. We all know what the scripture says about the eating of flesh, or blood, rather. So, but I'm saying this, brothers. Though AI movies just don't stop with the English language, broaden it out. Because when you broaden it out, brothers, you all ain't seen nothing yet. Broaden that horizon. Please broaden that horizon. Open it up to all the languages. They put the internet out there, brothers and sisters. Let's use it. If they want you, if they want to see a stiff-necked people, Israel, let's be stiff-necked about their false teachings about who we are. Let's hand it back to them. Let's give it to them double. Let's do it that way. Whew. The information is getting put out there, brothers and sisters. And for you, brothers and sisters, I don't know how. I'm quite sure there's some way where you can flip your audio into another voice, into another language, where you're literally speaking English, but it's translated into a different language. It's just a matter of some of you programs. If it's not out there, some of you programs, I know for a fact, you start putting your heads together, you go figure it out. You're going to figure it out. And guess who's going to be behind you figuring it out? The Most High. He's going to tell you exactly what you need to do in order to get it done. Because His glory is going to be the one that's going to get the shine. That's what it's going to be. It is absolutely a necessity, brothers and sisters, that we fight for our faith in the Most High. We got to start turning around, doing things different, praying to Him constantly, having a conversation with Him. He is a real person. Never forget that, Israel. He's real. Talk with Him. Talk with Him. Brothers and sisters, I was not going to stay on long. Just want to touch base with you and apologize for coming in so long, so late. Of course, I was out there meeting with different brothers and sisters, and we sit down and we talking about a lot of different things, how we can move forward as a people. And like I said, I have gotten a lot more accomplished this year than last year. I have. And I'd like to thank you, brothers and sisters, for your support. For me to be stay here for this long, I will be heading. Man, good night. I ain't never been on a flight that long. Never. Good night. But hey, it is what it is. But I got things I got to do. And I hope and pray the Most High bless me to go there, do what I need to do, keep it moving, still try to do what I need to do from the States to Africa. Linking up, I got, linkage with brothers and sisters there. And everything is looking promising. And one thing I want to say, brothers, I have been praying for the Most High direction as to choosing different brothers and sisters here whom should be trusted. That's one thing I try my best to do now. And I tell you, the benefits was it's going to show the Most High that I'm relying upon Him. That's what it's going to do. And the more the Most High, I got to say it kind of quick because this is a pop locking episode going on. I tell you, I'm going to win a breakdance competition. Keep your head on the swivel, Israel, and continue to pray for your brothers and sisters. And I'd like to thank you, brothers and sisters, for the donation you all been giving and things, man. For those that want to donate, it is. Oh, and let me just put it in the chat because I forgot. I usually go on. I try to go on Streamwood, but Streamwood is still new to me, and I've been forgetting. This is my cash app for those that wants to donate and things, and I appreciate it. But you brothers, keep your head on the swivel and continue to pray for your brothers and sisters. I will hope to see you all on time tomorrow at 3 3 p.m. my time. I don't, I know it's the regular time I usually come on. Keep your head on the swivel, brothers and sisters. When things get quiet, get very cautious. Get very cautious. Things get out of hand, pray, fast, and be about your